So now we'll start with this shit now. This shit is what if not was the the son of SCP-682. You see this guy? OP. The most terrifying part about him is that he adapts. Every time he adapts to something, he becomes a stronger faster, have more regeneration, and becomes like this. The trick won't work another time. So, and he also can turn his body into an unknown mysterious substance that can absorb organic or non-organic life. And he also has immortality. His regeneration is instant. He has immunity. He has decent immunity to blood. But it wasn't shown the full extent of this ability. And he also has decent plot manipulation, using it to survive from accidents that normally his absolute immortality can't even survive. So if we take that, then this is very OP. So how does that happen? We begin with Dr. Bright, the worst doctor in the SCP multiverse. Not meaning he's the dumbest doctor, no. He is the worst doctor because he makes people die. So let's see. Dr. Bright was actually feeling guilty about this. First, the one he goes to was 682. He said to 682, listen, I know we don't have much of a connection and that stuff for that, but I want your help. What can you help me with? You are the one who did that. All life are pointless and miscellaneous. Why do you even want help? You are the one who made the most experiments on us, Bright. And then I appeared and I said, calm down, 682. Bright only wants to correct his mistake. He's planning on making every SCP, which are infinite, to go into a random verse. 682 said, that's impossible. The SCPs are infinite. There are beings that cannot even be found, and some that are not even physical, or are not even organic or non-organic. They are not even a living thing. I know. But I can give them a human form. All of you will begin a human form. I will make you go into a universe where it will be okay. First, take this plan. First of all, Bright, go and release all the SCPs. Try to use your plot manipulation to make them teleported into your room. And finally, I will use my power to teleport you all into a dimension that has limitless size, so you can rest well. And after this, they come. Dr. Bright freed all the SCPs. And after this, 682 teleported them, and they said, listen, it will be dangerous. You all won't be able to change into your monster form anymore. Whatever, just free us, John. You have your fucking shit, buddy. And after this, they go to the naruto world. So when they reach the naruto verse, it was very, very fucking weird. And then some of the SCPs show the child that can kill someone if she stared directly at their eyes or stayed in a room with them for 10 minutes. She looked at someone's eyes. They were afraid that he would die, but then he didn't. Bright was confused at that, but then I appeared and I said, "Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I make your powers was fully controlled. So whenever you want to kill someone, you need to have that desire to activate your powers on it." And then everyone was very happy that they wouldn't kill anyone with accident. And then 682 looked at his body and he said, "Are you serious? Why am I looking like this? I'm not like that, of course. I'm so handsome." "Well, you look like that. I mean, come on. What did you expect? A reptile infused with all kinds of acid will look handsome, but not that much." "Fuck you, John." After this, they continued their life normal. A lot of them even became shinobis. They even acquired chakra into there, and it mixed with their anomalous abilities. But something happened weirdly. I make them an infinite mansion with infinite space, and whatever they want will just be in front of them. And then 62 came with a female version of Minato. Yup. They said, "Fuck you, John." And I said, "I'm not responsible for this, pal. All I did was training and give you this mansion." Still, that doesn't explain any shit. After this, he married the female version of Minato. They both had their own thing. And then Naruto came. This time, yes, Kushina was there and the Nightals came out. When the Nightals came out, the Nightals right now, that was considered the most dangerous shit in the Nightverse, was nothing compared to the SCP-verse. The SCP-verse has gods that can end existence itself. That weak shit wasn't anything but to them. So a random god just came and snapped Kurama out of existence. So no Naruto Kurama shit. Nope. Not any shit like that. So after this, Naruto was born with Dr. Bright being worried. And he said, You know, 682, it's not the worry that we should worry about your son. We don't know what will happen if chakra and anomalous abilities were mixed instantly. It mixed over time. 682 smirked and he said, Well, what are you expecting? I'm 682. Some infusion won't kill my son, especially if he has my abilities. I said, He's right, bruh. He won't die from shit like that. You remember when a scientist wanted to erase him with you, the book that can alter the plot? Oh yeah, that was fair. That was a not very good time. The IQ actually His adoption was actually far greater. Like this. He didn't adapt from any to the substance. He needed only a DNA. He needed only a very small portion to be completely immune to it and have increased power. So at first, yes, he was like 682. He could be damaged by bullets and acids and stuff. Child actually discovered that she can alter reality on herself to regenerate herself, so she gave him an arm and he turned into the unknown substance and absorbed it, gaining for the train every day, with the witch child being older and being an experienced shinobi. She actually did go easy on him since her reality altering power was strong. Yes, he can die from her, but still the pain that he would gain would be immense. And here we start training with his mother and his father. And actually I will change something like this. The Namikaze bloodline in this timeline gives you actually the horizon. It isn't created by Tobirama in this timeline. It was a take on their bloodline. Yes, they can teleport and make time slower and stuff. So expect it as weak time manipulation. They also had in this timeline big chakra reserves and unique techniques, making them very feared. And also some discovered techniques like to turn someone into dust by accelerating their age at a very fast rate, or accelerating their age at a very fast rate. And since that SCP-682 can turn into his usual unknown substance, he how sad. He absorbed his wife's arm. Why? Because she gave them to him after it fell down from a fight. She still trained with SCPs, yes, but still she is only a human, so that happened. But don't worry, yes, there are trillions upon trillions upon trillions of SCPs that can heal, so she was healed very fucking fast. And after this Naruto actually had a pretty nice life since 682 in this timeline was actually the Hokage. Thus he was considered the strongest ninja in the world. Well, if they didn't consider the clan. And actually the SCP is actually a clan. They call them the Foundation Clan. They are known to have weird powers. A child when born will have a random power. That's where they thought. And they are still getting grown up with new random powers at an accelerating rate. This makes them the strongest clan ever. But actually something interesting happened. Something that won't make anyone remember anything. It won't make anyone forget that. It was on the streets with Naruto fighting with the witch child and the illusion child. They both weren't as strong as him now, so he beat them up. Said, "Finally, I beat you both." They both said, "You already had the potential to beat us since you could just adapt to anything." Said, "Hello, Uncle Abel." Abel said hello to him. And Naruto said, "Wanna spar?" Abel said, "Nah, kid, I'm too old for this shit. First of all, you are immortal. Second of all, you can't age." Damn. Damn, how did I forget that shit? I had to say, Leonardo started sparring was no returning the spars and the spars, but Abel wasn't a joke since he got stronger over the time and time and time, and his ability to create that unknown metal of his was very powerful. Someone they fighted to Naruto said, "You are quite good, Uncle. But now I need to find a way to train." When he said that, he goes away, and he started trying to find a source to train with. With the source, there are a lot of SCPs he could train with, but there are not a lot. There are a lot of SCPs he could train with that surpasses him, but he didn't want someone that could totally kick the shit out of him. So he started looking around for it, and after a few tries, he wasn't able to find it. So he dropped his normal routine, and then he asked his father for something, and he said, "Dad, can I can I use the getting stronger chamber?" 682 said, "Sure, kid, but don't tell your mom. She will kick my reptile ass if she knows that you will go through that pain." "Don't worry, I will not tell her." After this, he was into the torture chamber and started torturing himself with all kinds of weird tortures to get himself stronger, and he actually meet an SCP that can create things like dungeons, and he and him go together on dungeons, with him absorbing the monsters and gaining the power, while the monster was trying to live in peace. And that's the first part of What If Naruto was the son of SCP-682. Bye bye.